you're watching Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, a huge setback for the BJP as it suffers major losses in crucial bypolls in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Are voters in UP saying a resounding no to the politics of love jihad? Does the BJP need to get its act together and focus only on development? And how did the Congress make surprising gains elsewhere? Well, let's start with Uttar Pradesh first, where barely 5 months ago, the BJP made a near total sweep in the general election. Today, it was a humiliating blow as the party lost most of the 11 seats it held in the assembly, winning just 3, and the Samajwadi Party winning 8. That includes Rohania, the assembly segment which comes under Prime Minister Modi's constituency of Varanasi. The BSP's absence in these elections also helped to ensure that the opposition votes against the BJP did not get divided. In Rajasthan, the Congress made surprising wins in 3 of the 4 seats that voted. The Congress campaign here led by Sachin Pilot. Another Congress surprise was Gujarat, where the party managed to win 3 out of 9 seats, including 1 after 30 years from the BJP. The elections here were held for the first time in 12 years without Narendra Modi in the state. The only good news for the BJP came from West Bengal, where the party won a seat after 15 years, though the TMC stayed strong in its urban constituency. While all the seats in Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat and Rajasthan were held by the BJP, and the bypolls in fact were called because MLAs of their party were elected to the Lok Sabha. The UP results in particular, as you can see, have been the biggest shock for the BJP, where a shrill, polarized campaign had taken place.
It wasn't as triumphant a homecoming for Narendra Modi in Ahmedabad as it could have been. In all, BJP lost 13 of the 24 seats it won in May. The worst rout was in UP. Today, the Samajwadi Party celebrated its huge win in Rohania, the assembly segment where just 4 months ago, Modi won resoundingly from Varanasi. The BJP's second setback in UP. Under Adityanath's very controversial leadership, the party lost 7 of the 10 assembly segments it won just last May. This despite its campaign dominated by hate, love jihad and general communal polarization, which seemed to pay off in national elections in UP.
समाजवादी पार्टी जो है जब उन्होंने इनिशियल रिएक्शन दिया चुनाव के बाद तो उन्होंने ये कहा कि जो कम्युनल ताकतें हैं उनकी डिफीट हुई है।
देखिए जहां मैं गया था दोनों जगह हम लोग जीते, नोएडा लखनऊ दोनों बीजेपी जीती है।
Another matter that the BJP lost 5 seats he campaigned in. But the BJP's third setback. It even lost the seat Uma Bharti won in the last assembly elections. And she candidly admitted this.
मोदी जी की लोकप्रियता दिनों दिन बढ़ रही है, मोदी की सरकार की लोकप्रियता भी बढ़ रही है, जिसका मतलब जो स्थानीय नेता हैं, हम सबको आत्मचिंतन करना होगा कि हमसे भूलें कहां हो गई।
In fact, senior leaders like Uma Bharti and Rajnath Singh didn't campaign in UP. Bharti was said to be unhappy with the candidate selected, and Rajnath's son had been denied a ticket. And a bigger issue before the party will be questions over its president Amit Shah, whom Modi called the man of the match for a phenomenal sweep of Lok Sabha seats in Uttar Pradesh. The big winner claimed it was a victory for his development work. Ironically, the same plank as Narendra Modi here earlier this year.
जनता ने सोच समझ करके पूरी समझदारी से ऐसी ताकतें जो समाज को बांटना चाहती हैं उनको पीछे कर दिया।
Though one of his winning candidates admitted that the BSP's absence from this election helped.
जब बसपा नहीं है तो पुराने साथी हमारे जितने थे हमारे साथ लग गए, वो सपा के साथ काम किया है और उनके कंधे से कंधा मिला करके सपा ने भी उनका सहयोग किया।
While the BJP did manage to win the Saharanpur seat, the Samajwadi Party and the opposition parties are seeing the bypolls as a mini referendum and say that the Modi wave is losing steam. However, the BJP says that this was an election that was largely fought on local issues.
The voters at large were not very enthusiastic about the election, so they didn't really go out in large numbers to vote in this election, and I think that has been a reason of loss for the BJP.
The state unit of the BJP had been billing these by-elections as a semi-final for the 2017 assembly polls. But this resounding defeat shows that they still have a long way to go as far as the state politics is concerned. With Alok and Siddharth Pandey and camera person Rajesh Gupta, Neha Masi for NDTV.
Well, lots to talk about as far as these by-election results are concerned, both for the BJP and for the Congress party. Joining us on the program tonight are two commentators this evening, Tavleen Singh and Kumar Ketkar. We have Nalin Kohli, spokesperson of the BJP, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the SP, also with us tonight. Nalin Kohli, to you first. I'm sure it's not an easy day to be a spokesperson of the BJP today, but would you concede that the campaign strategy in UP in particular really backfired? The kind of polarizing campaign we saw Yogi Adityanath lead didn't work.
You know, I really wish, and honestly I'm speaking maybe after being 12-13 years in the party, life could be so simple that we could, find an answer to such complex things as victory and defeat with just a single factor. They are rare and far apart. Because, that way we've been, a lot of things have been commentated, we would lose this election or that election on a certain factor. It never happens that way. There are multiple factors that work. One of them could be campaign issues. The second could be candidates. A third one could be that there could be also voter fatigue, because many of the candidates who have lost out on this were actually MLAs of a party who went on to win the MP election. And therefore, to some extent, there may have been a fatigue. Only a few months ago or a year ago or a year and a half, someone has made up their mind they want to see this person as an MLA. Now they find the person is no longer there. So it could be multiple factors, not one single factor, and I would at least desist from arriving at a conclusion. The fact remains, we have lost out on seats that we held. We will need to introspect, we will need to identify these factors. Second is, it's credit to whoever wins, and we can't take that away. In a democracy, we win and lose. However, to national verdict, I think might be a trifle premature.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you on each of the points that you raised. Let me now go to the commentators then. To Tavleen Singh first. Tavleen, when the results in fact were coming in this morning, you tweeted saying that the BJP could pay in Uttar Pradesh for changing the subject from Vikas to Love Jihad. The Prime Minister did not win a full mandate for Hindutva. So do you believe that that was, in your view, the key reason for their performance in UP today?
Absolutely. Because during the campaign, I remember when Narendra Modi first addressed a rally in Kanpur, there were a few of these Bajrang Dal types on bicycles with their, slogans, etc. And ordinary people said, "Ye nahi chalega." So he knew, Narendra Modi, that this was not a vote for Hindutva. The Hindus are probably as annoyed that the subject was changed as Muslims are, probably more so, because what people voted for was Vikas and Parivartan, and they changed the subject in this election.
And therefore, that is what you feel is the primary reason. Kumar Ketkar, would you agree with that? And do you believe that therefore the BJP is going to change tactics as a result of this? Do you see in the coming assembly elections that the focus will be more on Vikas, on development, rather than this kind of shrill polarized campaign, or that we may see quite the opposite?
Actually, many of the senior BJP leaders and also junior leaders and activists must be happy at these, because they were getting completely upset at the style of Narendra Modi. Moreover, recently you must have read, it was cover story in some leading magazine, that a leading opinion poll had surveyed and said that actually Modi wave has strengthened across the country, not only in UP or Bihar or South. Everywhere Modi wave was going strong, and if elections were held today, Modi would win something like 30 seats more than he won in Parliament last time. So this was a very recent survey, not even a month ago that survey results were published. So that particular survey has been completely falsified, and not only that, it is very clearly established that the vote in Lok Sabha election was more against UPA than for Modi or for BJP. And that's why many of the BJP leaders who were feeling humiliated from the Prime Minister must be happy, and it is clear that some of them did not even campaign. And just as Vikas is one of the agendas, the second hidden agenda of the BJP was being practiced by the VHP, by Bajrang Dal, by RSS and by many others, and therefore people have rejected the mute agenda and have told them that you concentrate on what you propagated, that was Vikas, that was development. So I don't think people have voted blindly. And that again, I must say that this does not mean that Maharashtra and Haryana will vote Congress or NCP. They may not. Most likely, Maharashtra will go the BJP Shiv Sena way. Only thing now, Shiv Sena will be very strong and will be arguing that we want more seats in the
I'm going
bargain.
to